Hey profit takers, welcome back. It's Victoria here. So today I am going to cover some of the setups that happen on Wednesday, which is our reset day. Let's see here. So this is natural gas. I have never really traded this. I always forget about it. But today I did trade crude and gold. They were like the best ones. And then I did get in on the Russell, but I got in a little late, but I got just enough. Not like I cleaned up on the other ones. So today, of course, is a reset day. Also, it can be a trigger day. And I'm just like, at first I couldn't figure out which symbol it was in Tradingview to trade this on the funded account. So I finally found it. So I'm like, okay, I'm trading this. So I finally found the right one, because every time I would get on here, it would just show it was just blank. I couldn't trade it. But I finally found the right symbol on futures on Tradingview for the funded account. So, and I have the funded account with Tradeify. So you guys, the link will be in the description. Go straight to from eval to a funded account. They're having a sale right now. I just posted it in the YouTube community, so you can go there and check it out. They're having 40% off of the sim to funded account. I would recommend you do it. Skip the funded. Just go straight to it. Okay. So today, again, Wednesday, we're looking for a setup. Always looking for the setup, and because it's the midday of the week, we always look at the count, just 1, 2, 3, just the basic thing that we all learned from Stacy, if you are a Stacy fan. So because I am, Monday was an inside day, okay, and you can tell it's an inside day. We have right here's the previous day high and low, and so it was inside, and it did close as a first red day, or I don't know, I wouldn't really call it a first red day. It just closed lower, right? I always like to note that on the inside days, I did close lower. So we had a close and breakout on Friday, and this is closed outside of the range, meaning that the longs are still in the market. All right. So Tuesday comes in. Tuesday is extending the range. So it did extend the range to the low. So we had, this is another, signal, right, that it did close, right, as a quote unquote first red day. Not much of a trade that happened on Tuesday, which Tuesdays and Thursdays can be choppy days, right? If it's just not going right, just get out of the trade. So it was a choppy day, but we did have a low. It broke the low. So that's a signal, right? We broke the low for the first time, and we just want to keep that in mind. So this is a signal that we could have as a possible reversal on today. So what I love to do, because I don't like trading at the open. I don't like trading the open at 8:30 straight away. I know sometimes trades can happen right then and there, but I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm still not 100% comfortable. I like to wait until the third hour, which for me is 9 o'clock. So it's just perfect. And this one was perfect. So we had the high. Technically, this has been technically the high of the week for the whole week, right? And you can see the yellow line, right? That's the actual high of the week. And that's the level that, we would look for price to break, okay? Now, you notice here on Tuesday, it did close up, right? Giving us a signal that we're going to have a long, right? Price is going to go long, okay? But remember, we did break the low. So, okay, you want this to go back to this level here so that you can take it short. And lo and behold, it ended up doing so at 9 o'clock. It's 1400 on here, but that's 9 a.m. for me, 10 a.m. probably for you. But we always go with New York time, but you know, 9 o'clock is 10 o'clock, so whatever. All right. So that was a trade, and it was an easy trade to get in. So I'm gonna go down to M5, and we can just see here that not only did we have that low on the previous day, right? We also had, you know, that signal, the lower low on the inside. Let me bring over, it's probably going to be a little bit clearer. Let me see if I can just drag this over. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if this will work. You'll probably see it a little bit better on Tradingview. Okay. I don't know why those candles are looking all funky. So we're going to M5. Okay. We have our first low here. All right. So that happened pretty darn early in the session. That was at 6 in the morning, and we're waiting for the pump to complete. And then there was news. There was ADP at 8:15. Let's see, what time was this? Move that back. That was 8:30. We got the low. So the news was at 8:15. Actually, it was 7:15. Sorry, the news was 7:15. I believe this is also, yeah, this is also Central Time. So 7:15 was the news, which was nothing, right? I'll just mark that candle anyway. All right. All right, so we have the news candle. It's the kind of stuff that I do. And let's see, we had like on my, let's go ahead and mark the end of day, which isn't going to matter so much, the end of day consolidation. But what was really important, what I saw on my indicator there, was the high of week, right? That was a major level. All right, so we have all that marked out, and all we have to do now is just wait. Wait for 9 o'clock. Remember the lower low, guys, on the inside of the range is a pump and dump, a P and D. Okay, so that happened. So I often like to measure, you know, in the inside and just get it real nice and tight. Okay. Sometimes, you know, once that one's taken off, I'll use this area and I'll measure that, because it's, you know, it's Wednesday, it's a reset day, it's a third day trade. It may or may not, you know, go all the way, right? It's not one of those that just may not go all the way. So I just like to look for, you know, either the session, you know, low of day trade or high of day trade or whatever. But oftentimes I'll just come in here and I'll just measure this to the high, and that was the high. Okay. And that is it. And right at 9 o'clock, right? So let me find my, see that, guys? Just a beautiful trade right at 9 o'clock. Okay. All right. So that is gas. So let me bring this back to a bigger size because these candles look all funky. There we go. So again, the You know, it's still, the longs are still in the market, right? We still are, we do have a higher high here. Okay. So this is going to be important. I don't know when it's going to come into play, but we're going to keep an eye on it. And then here we are again, where prices did close up. Okay, now the indicator has the end of day, but the way this was originally set, it wasn't programmed to say it closed above the open or below the open. It's the range of the ADR, like it's in four sections. So if it's like inside or whatever, then it's going to be blank, right? If it comes, you know, out clearly in up, like if it was like a big range day or whatever, it will show up or down. Okay, that's what you typically would happen. Now, I haven't decided on fixing it yet to see if I can just make that slight adjustment. It's just been really, you know, my developer's like freaking ghost. So hopefully, you know, if I can get a hold of him, you know, I can get him to change that. But, you know, it's a lot for just that one thing. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, it's just the time it takes for him to get back to me and do this kind of stuff is what I mean. So, yeah, so that was the gas for today. And let's look at the, I did take this one. I took the short here on the crude. Okay. So this one was interesting because it also closed in breakout. As we can see, it was above. It was outside of the range, and this is actually an outside day when they break both sides of the range like this. And I believe it was probably showing that it was going to be a short market, right? But it did close long in, you know, and it did go long there, even though we had the reversal in here. It actually came up to this level, which is another thing here when it comes up to the previous day high and it does not retest and continue long, you know, then it retests, it breaks out, and it does fail, right? And that is, you know, that can happen, right? Usually close and breakout longs, you're usually looking for that dump and pump, and we technically got it. We got the dump today, so perhaps tomorrow, this closed right above the open here. Perhaps tomorrow we'll get our pump, and then we'll be able to see this thing break the previous day high, right? So then we'll have 2 days of longs in the market as opposed to one. Right now we just have one. So perhaps Thursday we can look for that pump trade, okay? Because of the, you know, that's what basically closing and breakout is, right? Dump and pump. So we'll see what happens, right? Can do something like that, or who knows, it can come up here and then do that. I don't know. I'm not going to guess. I'm just going to wait. But that's what we have for right now, right? And then gold was the other one. And this one reset quite a bit. If you noticed on your dashboard, it was initially showing shorts. No. It was not showing short. We know right now it closed in breakout long. So it was originally counting this day as day one. Okay. This is day one. It was counting this day as day one, and this day as day two. Okay. Meaning peak, low one, and then two. All right. So today was the third day, and it's doing that because it's supposed to. Okay. When you break one side of the range, right? So let's just say it did not break this high on Tuesday. Then let's say it came up to this level. Let's say the closing price area. Let's say it came up to here and then just continued on down, but it didn't do that, right? It went ahead and broke this, and that's what changed it from, you know, I don't even know what it was until to show this as the new peak, right? So when I came to the market today, it was already showing, you know, two peak low and 1 day of longs, because technically true, it did break it out, right? So today was an inside day, right? So now the dashboard is blank because it hasn't, price hasn't confirmed with it which way it's going because it's an inside day. So I did take this one short nonetheless, because I knew from just the pattern we had we had shorts in the market, okay? And shorts are pumps and dump, and this was the pump, obviously. And, we had, obviously we had a dump here, and then we had another one, and we had a quick pump, another lower low. So how I did this one today, let me just show you real quick. We had the equal lows here, which still broke that level. So it was kind of like an equal low, but it still broke it. So that was the break in structure, quote unquote. Right. And so this lower low gave us our pump, right? And it came right to the, it's kind of close to the high of day, because this is the original high of day. All right. But let me clear this out real quick. So let me just do it this way. Draw this. So we had our end of day. Oftentimes I like to use this. And then we had our high of day right here. Okay, so this was the level to watch for price to get resistance from, and then guess what? At 9 o'clock, it started to do the darn thing. Okay, right at 9 o'clock, we could start. We got that pin, one last pin up there, and it started to reverse. So by the time I was watching this, waiting for it to close underneath the price. I could have probably just got in earlier than that, but I got in around this candle here because it was underneath closing price, and then I just waited it out. Sometimes this coil right here can kind of freak you out a little bit, because often it does that to me, and I'm like, why am I tripping? And I took this down to that level, and that was the end of that trade. Okay, again, right at 9 o'clock. Ready to go. Now I noticed that the indices were acting all funky today, except for the Russell. And usually when that happens, when I start seeing the indices doing all that mess, I will go right to the metals and the energies, and that's it, right? I did not get into, why is this one looking all funky? Oh, maybe that's why. There we go. I notice when it starts, because I don't really care to do this order flow type stuff. When it starts doing that sideways movement, I just get out. I'm like, I don't like it. I like it to be clear, drop, 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 and be done. Right? That's my style. So when the indices start doing that, then I know that, I just need to focus on the metals. Like I said, the Russell, I did get into this trade. It was a little bit late when I got into it, but I did get in there a little bit. And then it was done because I was late. But anyway, so tomorrow, guys, we're just really looking for, it's going to be Thursday. So it's going to be a choppy, it could be a choppy day. Remember, Friday is non-farm. So, if you want to wait till Friday, wait till Friday. Just dropped my iPad. So we have unemployment news tomorrow at 8:30, and then we have news at 10 o'clock. So I guess I won't be trading till 10 o'clock anyway, which is the time that I like to trade. So we'll see how the markets present tomorrow, and hopefully it's super duper clear. Just see what happens. Like, for example, now that I'm looking at the Russell, we probably could have another long day tomorrow, because we have this higher high on the inside here. It's kind of like equal high from here, but nonetheless, we got this higher high. It did close above, right? So this thing could come back down. Okay, now we have 2 days of shorts in the market. We closed in breakout here short. Okay, so this thing could not. Maybe we're just going to hold this line maybe till Friday, because, you know, ideally this thing should break, right? We should get 3. It could come down here and just break it a little bit and then come back up, but that could probably happen on Friday. I don't know that it will happen tomorrow, but let's just say it does break this low, and then we'll have 3 days of shorts in the market. And that's ideally what we want to look for before it actually reverses. Okay. So tomorrow, I should just say, okay, it did close higher. You know, maybe it could come to this level since it did close higher, right? It could do this number here. We get equal highs, and then it breaks the low. It could totally do that, right? So let's see what happens. Then it will have our 333, my favorite 33. Okay, the 33 is the actual reversal that should happen on Friday. That's typically when it happens. Now, if it's a, you know, big news day or whatever, sometimes, like I said, you can have it where it breaks and gives you the 33, and then immediately the reversal comes into play. That happens too. Okay, we're not going to totally count that out, but we're going to wait to see what happens at 9 o'clock, because we have news at 9 o'clock anyway, or 10 o'clock rather. So we might as well just be patient. Okay. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Oh, don't forget, go get your straight to funded account with Tradeify. Let me see. They're having the, let me see if I can get to the pricing section here. So again, it is 40% off the straight to funded. So just come right to the straight to funded, guys. Don't even play. And choose the 150, because it doesn't even make sense. This right here with the discount is 40% off. And again, the coupon code is going to be in the description, but it's going to be like $4.19. So let's just say, for example, you were going to buy this one, the 50K. I mean, come on. The regular price for 50K is $549. So you might as well buy the 150 and pay $415. The sale is until October the 15th, right? And just quit playing. Just get this account. Okay. All right, guys. Now with that, have a lovely day. Talk to you later. Ciao.